Hey guys, my name is Tiffany and welcome back to my channel. If you are a loyal subscriber, hey girl, hey. And if you are new to my channel, welcome to the family. I am so excited. I feel like it's been forever since I came on here and talked to you guys. It's only been a few days, but anything over a week, it's too long. It's too long. I'm super excited about this video because I am going to be talking about what to do in your single season. I am super excited because I myself am single. I do believe in single until married. So I'm single. And I'm just so excited because why is singleness so hard? Why is that like the #1 conversation in society right now? That is like the #1 conversation and conflict. We got gender wars going on social media. It's crazy, and I need God to intervene, baby, because what's going on? But I am going to be talking about 5 things to do in your single season, 5 things to focus on in your single season, so you can lift some of that weight off yourself, girl, so it won't be so much of a burden to you. And singleness is a part of the journey. You know, singleness, if you do it right, if you do it well, you can be successful. So let's get into it. So the first thing I want to talk about in your singleness, what is the #1 important thing, is focus on your faith. Focus on your faith and where you are currently. And for my people who don't know what faith is, I'm just gonna give you a roundabout, like complete trust in something. So right now you see yourself as single, but I want you to completely trust that you are right where you need to be and that God is going to bring that person in due season. If you don't have faith, then it's almost like you place this sense of it being impossible. You start feeling like it's impossible. The man I want is not here, only because you don't see him right in front of you. But you gotta remain steadfast in your faith. You gotta believe. When you talk about faith, we're talking about the belief. Just like you have faith in God, then you have to strongly believe. And that can be hard because when you don't see it naturally, like let's just say you don't have any prospects, it's hard to believe. But you can put that same thing about with God. Do I say because I can't see God in physical form that I don't believe in him? No, there's so many other things around me that shows me that God is real. There's so many things that God has turned around in my life, that he has placed his hand on, and he has stepped in and intervened in my life and changed the trajectory, that he has given me solid proof and evidence, and there's a history that God does not fail. So why would I start believing and diminishing my faith that God won't bring me the right one? So we gotta have a strong faith, guys. We gotta believe in what God has spoken to us. And a really important thing I want to do is sometimes you have to really ask God, God, am I to be a wife? Do you see me being a wife in my lifetime? A lot of times we also get weary because everybody's not going to get married, and that's just the factual truth. Everybody may not get married, and that's hard. That's so hard to hear and to accept. But you can have faith in other things. Like if God says you are not going to be married in this lifetime, in this season, you have family and you have friends, you have your career, and you can still be fulfilled in life without a romantic partner, is to say. But I do believe that we are put on this earth to fellowship and build community and be in relationships. So I believe it's for you. God will wholeheartedly give you the desires of your heart in alignment with his will. Did you catch that? In alignment with his will. He will give that to you, sis. So go and ask God, am I to be a wife? Is there anything stopping me from being a wife? Is there anything stopping me from being in a relationship? And we're going to get deeper into that. So that leads us to number, we're going to go ahead and step into number 2, family. Okay. Focus, another thing to focus on while you're single is your family. The reason I say family is because when you go into relationships and when you go into marriage, family is gonna be that person that is your ride or die, your backup, your godly counsel, your wisdom, you know, feedback, godly counsel, okay? So you have family that, you may have family that has successful marriages. Those are going to be the people that you go to in your time of need when you need a little bit more counsel, because going into relationships are not easy. Going into marriage will not be easy. So you're going to need a village to have your back. You're going to need somebody to go to outside of your partner, outside of your marriage counselor, your relationship coach. Family is also a great addition to godly counsel. So you want to start working on your family connections. You want things to be healthy. You want things to, like, I know everybody's family is not there. And if your family is not there, not all the time is blood family. Pray and go to God and ask him to bring me some family that's maybe not blood. You know, bring me some family members that look at me like a daughter. If you don't know, I talk about things on my channel about how my mother passed last year, but I have a mentor that has turned into my spiritual mother. So little did I know, God was orchestrating my path. God was going before me because he knew one day I would lose my mother. But because I already had relationships growing and flourishing, it was easy for people to step in as an extra source of motherhood for me. So I've always had really great support in areas, and also I was raised by my grandmother, so she has been a great motherly addition to me as well. So when things are not going right, if you take a step back and look around, there's other people in your life that can not take the place but take the space of what's not going good right now, or what's not healthy right now, or what's missing, or what you lost. There's people around that can love you in that same extent. So don't get so down on yourself. Work on those areas. Start building family connections, blood or not related now. So focus on that. Then I want you to focus on your friends. Number 3, let's focus on your friends. And the reason this is important, because ladies, when we get married, we're gonna have some bridesmaids. We're gonna have some beautiful bridesmaids, and it's not all about the exterior and how your friends look, okay? You want some friends that are gonna pray for you, because again, relationships are not easy, and you want somebody that you can call and pray for you and cover you. Somebody that is gonna get down in the dirt with you and pray, you know, any attacks, bondages and chains off your relationships. Because let's be real, the devil does not like marriage. The devil is coming after everything that God has a connection in, okay? So when you become one with somebody and God is in the center of that, God has called your marriage to break generational curses. God has called you to transform lives of those whose marriages are not going well, and the devil is not going to be happy about that. So he's going to be coming with some attacks, okay? So you're going to need friends that are going to join with you in prayer, worship, and fasting to, you know, cover you in these areas. And also, as a bridesmaid, it's not just the act of getting anybody. You know, you want people at your wedding or in your relationships that can also give wisdom and hold you accountable. That is why friends are very important, because those friends are going to hold you accountable. When you begin to drift off in your relationship, or feel down about your relationship, or you start to let yourself go in a relationship, those friends are going to let you know, hey sis, you're letting yourself go, what's going on? you know, those friends are gonna keep you on track. Like, girl, you know, we like to look good, let's get in the gym together, you know, so that you can show up nice and sexy in your relationship. You know, if they notice things in your parenthood, like your parenting styles or just anything, friends are gonna be there with a listening ear. Friends are gonna be there with an encouraging ear. Friends are gonna be there to lift your spirits. That is the purpose of having bridesmaid, because it's showing you that they honor you enough to be invested in this marriage with you. So create some really good solid friends during this time, you know, so that you can have some bridesmaids. And if you choose not to have bridesmaids at your wedding, then that's totally okay. I actually like that idea. I think it's good either way. I like the diversity of, you know, weddings now. So if you have really great friends but you don't have them as bridesmaids, then that's absolutely okay. But create that solid friendship, you know, start going out, hanging out, getting to know people. If you don't have friends, be more open and willing. Open up your heart in this season, okay? Number 4, finances. This is so important because you don't want to show up in your relationship with a lot of debt, girl. You want to have your things in order as much as you possibly can. Now, a lot of people do go into marriages debt. You spend a lot of money on your wedding, which is, like I said, I like the diversity of weddings now because it could be something small, chic, and really cute. Do not go into your wedding with debt. Start tackling that debt now. Get a financial advisor. My job actually had this program where they were paying us to fix our money and our credit, and it was like, that is so amazing. I had to take advantage of it because your girl can be a little irresponsible with money. I am not gonna lie, I am totally transparent. I know I need a husband who is a saver, who has great leadership skills when it comes to finances, because your girl get a little, you know, I love to shop, okay? And I can, when you're single, it's easy for you to be like, oh, it's just me and I have nobody else to be responsible for, so I can do whatever I want, spend money on whatever I want. But if you are looking to be in a relationship with somebody, it's no longer just about you. It's about you and the priority of your partner as well. So you want to go in not selfish but selfless, okay? So, and you guys will be combining finances. You guys will be spending each other's money. So let's go ahead and start being responsible now. Let's go ahead and start budgeting now, so that we can have a positive experience in the area of finances. You often will hear, a lot of times people will say that is one of the, you know, top arguments of couples is finances. Whether you want your husband to be the provider and you be a stay-at-home mom, so you want to be fully provided for and taken care of, which is me. But also, if you want to be a career woman, you're very ambitious and you're driven, and you like to do things with structure and order, there are going to be conversations that you or your husband is gonna tackle, and it may be hard to fully come under submission to the finances and the order of the head of the household. So you want to go ahead and start doing that now. Go ahead and start budgeting. Go ahead and start being submissive to what God says about your finances. Go ahead and start being submissive to the budget and the strategy that you put in place so that you can have generational wealth and passive income and all these great things that comes with relationships as well. So start working on your finances. And the last thing I want to talk about is your fitness. Your fitness is very important, and I know a lot of times women, young ladies, we don't like to talk about this because in our single season, we're not trying to please anybody, okay? We're not trying to please anybody. We can overeat, we're binge watching TV series, and we're just eating all kinds of things. But again, you have to think about what's best for you as well as your partner. We know that men are physical, but also I feel like as women, we should be visual people too. Men are visual, men are physical, but I don't know about you, but honey, I'm visual and I'm physical. Like, I want to make sure my body is in the best top tier shape as possible. I'm not saying go out here and try to get 8-pack abs, but you want to be healthy, and that's not even just for a partner. All of these things benefit you, and that's why it's important to successfully be single. Because if you can be successful in discipline and all of these areas here, open your heart to different opportunities and different people, and just really living an all-around overall successful life, then you will do singleness well. You won't be struggling in singleness. I am single, but I'm not struggling in my singleness. I am fulfilled. I am happy. Fulfilled because I'm operating in my purpose. You know, whether I'm here on my YouTube channel or I'm out, you know, speaking and ministering to flight attendants and just anybody that come across me. You know, I'm building those relationships, trying to strengthen those relationships with my family and friends. I'm creating new friends, and they're bringing life to me. I'm not overextending myself and pouring so much into others. Life is starting to reciprocate the work that I've done in myself. So all of these things, you will benefit the reward from it. Just you. It's not only about a partner, it's more so really about you as well. So don't look at this list and be like, oh, I gotta do all these things for a man. No, you're doing all these things for you, and then ultimately you will attract the person that God has for you because you've done the work. Okay? And let's going back to fitness. You want to make sure you're in the best shape, and fitness can also be not just physical therapy, but also mental therapy and spiritual therapy. So I'll go ahead and add that as a bonus too. One of the most important things you want to do in your single season is heal. Make sure you're healing, okay? So you're not just physically toning your body, you're also checking in with your mental and spiritual space as well. Make sure, ladies, make sure you guys are in therapy. If you can't afford therapy, get a counselor, get a life coach, get something. Start watching materials like this on YouTube and really start to transform your heart and your mind around relationships, around marriage. Because let's be honest, a lot of us are really operating in survival mode. Some of you are operating in your masculine energy, and because there's some barriers and there's some guards up and there's some walls that needs to be broken down so that you can fully surrender to your healing. And you're only hurting yourself. You're not hurting your partner. You can't hurt your partner, because someone can be ultimately trying to love you, but because you haven't done the inner work, the healing of some things that is taking place currently and in your past, you're blocking your blessing, girl. And we are not in the time to be blocking blessings. I really feel like 2023, 2024, we're gonna see more and more marriages, but kingdom marriages. Now is the time that God has risen in marriages, and I'm gonna be a part of that. I'm gonna be part of that move of God. I'm gonna be part of this refreshing anointing that God is putting in marriages, and I want to be fully prepared. So my prayer for me and you is that we ask God to fully equip us for the marriage that He has coming to us. Fully equip us in our single season. Let's do our single season well. Let God say, you've done the work. I am pleased with you. You've built a further relationship with God in Christ, and you've built that faith, and you've become in alignment with what God says about your relationship in your marriage, and now He can bring the person. But until you do these things, there may be a little delay. There may be a little delay, and we don't want that. So if there's anything that you need to work on, and if you're feeling any kind of conviction or anything while I'm speaking to you guys in this video, then get to work, girl. Because your man, my man, your man is on the way, and he's waiting on you. Sometimes we're delaying relationships and marriages because we're at a standstill and we're not being disciplined. So no more delay. Let's get to it. Let's get to work so that we can have successful relationships in the end of this year and also in the years to come. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. Make sure you subscribe, okay? I want to see all of the ladies that is watching this video subscribe. I want to see you guys in the comments and join the family. Thank you guys for watching this video, and I'll see you in another later.